with gratitude and love. Thank you. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. I'm seeing like a huge base, like a huge military base, like last time, but it's like it's coming up vibrantly, and I'm seeing like a draconian.
Okay.
So I believe this is probably like your past lives. You live lives as a draconian, and this was like on on some other planets. Like this may come out as a dark truth, maybe for you perhaps, but
Okay.
the agenda for draconians were really to get resources from other planets and to sort of overtake and take over their planet, take over their environment, their territory. And I do see that you were in one of those spaceships. You were sort of like the commander. Is there any questions you would like to ask?
Oh, yeah. Could you give a description as to what I look like as a Anunnaki reptilian?
Yeah, I see you look like a reptile dinosaur looking, like a reptile humanoid, but
Okay.
his head is sort of like a dinosaur. And I see you wearing like some you're wearing like it's not really a military clothes. It looks like
Yeah.
a an outfit, like a blue and white. Sort of like my profile picture, like a little bit similar for some reason, like they're showing me that. And then
Oh, okay.
yeah, and it's like the aura around is like orange and gold. It's like more of a darker gold.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like yellow. Like I found out that the Anunnaki and the reptiles, they really like the color like dark yellow for
Mm-hmm.
some reason, yeah. And I do get the feeling that you flee from the leaders, you flee from the main draconian group. They were trying to harm Earth, harm the environment, and you did not like that. And so you and this group of collective sort of flee away. I do see that you've lived lives as a dinosaur too, like in your past life on Earth. Like your early lives on Earth, you were
Mm-hmm.
like a dinosaur.
Wow.
And yeah, the funny thing is the dinosaurs were were part of the draconian experiment. They were
Okay.
yeah, they were bleeding dinosaurs in on Earth for like as their own playground for their experimental purpose. And yeah, you were sort of one of their experiments, and that's why you felt like they were toying with your life. You felt like you were not valued in your past
Mm-hmm.
life, and now so that you decided to not be part of their group and sort of like flee and sort of transition to the other side, which I think the
Okay.
Pleiades, yeah,
Yeah.
which goes back to our previous session, your transitioning to the Pleiadians
Yeah.
side, yeah.
Did the Pleiadians know that I was a draconian
Yeah, they do know.
Anunnaki?
They
Okay.
do know, yeah. And they are accepting it and they are aware, they are okay with it, they're happy that you are transitioning. And it's gonna take quite time to actually transition from there. And I feel like there's a lot, like that's why you are coming across as a very curious soul, because you like all these new light ideas, like these new spiritual concepts from the
Mhm.
light side is very interesting to you, and you are very fascinated to it. And it feels like a complete new beginning for you, like which is which is a really a good place to be, honestly. It's like
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's a pretty good place, a good start. Like you're adventuring, you're exploring the new side, the other side, the light side. It does seem that early Earth, I'm getting the sense that, yeah, during the times of Atlantis, there were a lot of Draconian ships along with the Orions that came to Earth. You were sort of part of their part. Yeah, you were sort of part of that mission too, to take over Earth. So it's interesting. An Anunnaki soul, but I also see a strong Draconian. It's funny. I think the Draconian soul, they live lives as Anunnaki. They live like mixed lives. They live lives as a higher position or a lower position of a palm, which is interesting. Like I think many Draconian souls probably have to live through lives like that because of the karma that they created.
No, okay.
Yeah. And karma is very vibrant for the Draconian souls because it's literally their own system, sort of their own system, the way they perceive karma in the sense that to control the population, to sort of misguide a lot of other souls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which also goes back to them, the negative ones. You've also I do see that a Draconian group also went to Mars. This was like after Mars was destroyed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like after Meldak, like
Yeah.
Mars was Meldak, and then after they were destroyed, the Draconians were interested in Mars to see if they could, occupy that planet. I do see some bases being built, like and the Anunnakis were involved as well. I do see like a collective of Anunnaki currently sort of stationed in Mars. Wow, that's interesting because like humans, there's a mission to Mars project. I think in the near future, humans will be going to Mars. But I also see a possibility that when Earth, or no, not a possibility, this is a very huge possibility. When Earth goes to 5D, a lot of the lower beings have to move to Mars. This includes lower souls, lower human souls. They all have to move to Mars, and I see like them living with the Anunnaki and the Draconians, the negative ones in Mars.
Interesting.
Yeah, and your group is like, I see like 5, like I see 6 including you. So there's like 6 Anunnaki beings, Anunnaki reptile beings with you, like a refugee group.
Yeah, I remember you. There's that before that, trying to find home.
Yeah, find home. That's right. You're drawn to the ocean. You're drawn to the nature in general. You're drawn to the grasses.
Would you be able to find out what my Anunnaki name was?
I'm seeing like the translation is hope, the English translation. Like yeah, hope. So I see that as a new name for you. You like your soul's given yourself. It's like it's like Star Wars, a new hope.
Yeah.
Literally means that for you. And the old name is like it's very difficult to pronounce. It starts with an M. I don't even know how you pronounce that.
Yeah.
It starts with an M-A and like Mac. I don't know. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah. Oh, as a Anunnaki reptilian, did I know or have contact with Ea, known as Enki or Anu?
Okay, let me check that. I mean, I think you worship the Anki and Anu. You were sort of part of the followers. I see like you with a group of reptile beings sort of stationed underground inside, not underground, in the temples, sort of a cave, inside a cave. I'm seeing like a cave, and I'm seeing like a two like statue and like two glasses, kind of like the Egyptian, glasses where they put their statue inside. It's like very sacred and mystical. But it's like the whole bunch of them were like bowing down, like like I'm not trying to make fun of religions, but it's sort of like the Muslim religions, like they were something similar to that. And you were sort of like the agenda was sort of spreading that agenda of worship and literally about worship, the idea of worship to the whole world. And now we got religions, we got all sort of the religions that rarely was worshiping. So, but it's a success for Enki. The gender was spread. Like you were sort of like part of that. Like I know that it sounds very dark because I mentioned a lot
Yeah.
of things that you were part of, but like that's why I'm mentioning that this is a new hope for you.
Now with the Pleiadians, okay, being that they did know that I was Draconian Anunnaki, are they aware of where I am now?
Yeah, they are aware of where you are. I do
Oh,
see
wow.
like like two of the male Pleiadians ambassadors. They are aware, and your latest life, you're sort of living simultaneous lives right now. So it's interesting. Your soul's living many different lives.
Oh, okay.
Many souls are capable of doing that, but your soul is very capable, and you're living multiple lives at the same time. And right now, you're shifting from the Draconian lives to Pleiadian lives. So you bring a lot of like knowledge and information and experiences from the Pleiades simultaneously.
Mhm.
It's very interesting. Like you're living five lives again,
Oh,
five
wow.
lives at the same time. Yeah, and four of them is in the Pleiades.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Now with this soul family group that I'm a part of with these other Draconian reptilians, or okay, we're family, or I mean, or any of them like my wife or brother, father, anything like that.
So they are not with you physically
Yeah.
incarnated on Earth. They are with you in a spiritual realm, in
Okay.
a other dimension, and you are sort of bringing their collective into your soul. So they're sort of like revolving around your presence, your soul. That's
Hmm.
what I'm getting. I do also get the feeling that some of your families are also like Anunnaki souls as well,
Yeah.
and some of
Yes.
them are human souls.
I was on an Anunnaki, and I may have their DNA in this lifetime, balanced with my Pleiadian and Lemurian.
Mm-hmm. I do see there's an Anunnaki priestess going on. If there's like a Anunnaki priestess, which were oh, like the energy is like very light, but like
Hmm.
very peaceful and light
Oh, wow.
for her. But uh, but she's sort of like doing it to maintain the temples of Enki and Enu.
Oh,
It's like the church, the nuns and the
oh, yeah.
sisters. Yeah, it's sort of like that. Yeah, it's interesting.
Do you see me having any contact in this lifetime, possibly with either the Anunnaki or the Pleiadians?
Yeah, you do like contact, like you were subconsciously in contact with the spirit,
Oh, okay.
with the Pleiadians and the Anunnaki. You're sort of trying to run away. You're fleeing, but you're still
Yeah.
in contact of the with your collective
Oh,
family.
yeah. My soul.
Yeah, because they're always around you. They're always around your soul. But I do see that you could like right now you're sort of hiding. You're spiritually you're hiding. Your soul's sort of
Yeah.
hiding in a other dimension, and there's like bunch of spaceships around Earth on a higher no not even a higher on a different dimension on a
Okay.
lower. I don't know if it's low or high. It doesn't. It's hard to tell. Like my
Okay.
logic is saying lower, but like if we like sort of shift our our reality into another
Yeah.
dimension with the Anunnaki, we will see like a lot of UFOs and spaceships on the
Yeah.
skies. And I see you on the other level there, hiding under a cave, inside a cave,
Hmm.
sheltering, and just doing the lookout.
Hmm.
So I do suggest that if you can sort of connect while you're in a deep meditation, connect with that lower self of yours to. I think you should anchor the Pleiadian energy, so sort of connect with the Pleiadian energy from your higher
Okay.
self, or from the Pleiadians. Ask the Pleiadians to come to you for assistance,
Okay.
Like, you just have to think of the Pleiadians. Like, any one of them is fine, and
Okay.
then just ask them for help for the light, send light, and then channel all that light down through your body, and then through that lower dimension of where your other self is at. And so I'm getting that they could potentially vibrate out of that reality and sort of reunite with you
Okay.
in this dimension. I'm getting that, but I'm also getting that you help shield that group. Like, you create a protective shield so that it will
Oh, okay.
camouflage their
Okay,
cave
cover.
so that they won't be found.
Oh, have you encountered any other Anunnaki starseeds?
No, you're the first one. That's why.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think no. I did encounter an Orion and Draconian starseed,
Okay.
which is interesting. Yeah, so I do want you to sort of rescue your lower selves. As you
Okay.
rescue your lower self, your energy vibration will raise up, and you will feel a lot lighter. You feel a lot of new feelings. It's gonna be like a new awakening for you.
Okay. It's definitely something worth looking forward to then.
Yeah, just do the meditation every day, and
Hmm.
do this work every day. Connect with the Pleiadians, and then send the light energy and protection to your lower selves.